IMHO Talk Show.
It is the questions, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the questions.
It's the question. It is the world renowned. Get my radio voice back.
Get deep with them, Sir Charles.
You are listening to Sir Charles on WVAI 101 Jams, and it is time for your favorite segment, the Ask Max.
It is. It's the questions.
What questions folks got for us today?
Listen, per usual, we got a good one for you. This question pertains to sister, relative of famous rapper Glorilla.
Big Glow.
Big Glow. Get him Glow. Her sister, known as Scarface Woods, took to social media.
She a rapper too, or her mama named her Scarface?
Well, her mama named her Victoria.
Okay.
her government name is Victoria.
Glorilla. Okay, gotcha. That household.
Look,
Razor, your name Razor.
Hey, mama got to do better parent.
Mail.
Her mom. Somebody pray for her mama.
But
Razor and Scarface, y'all be a good duo.
No, we wouldn't.
Scarface Woods took to social media in previous days, sometime last week, calling out her famous rapper sister Glorilla about her lack of support for the family, right? Mm-hmm. Based on the video, it sounds like Scarface is not employed. Has 8 other siblings, excluding Glorilla. Mm-hmm. Mom works at FedEx. Mm-hmm. Dad is retired, but they're struggling. Hard times, no money, need some help.
Max got the lowdown. Where Max getting this from?
Look, we cousins.
She stayed with the gutter people.
Max about to start asking Glow for some money. Like, hey, cuz, let me hold something.
Charles was waiting on you.
Don't be mad because I did my homework.
I appreciate it.
But
because I didn't know nothing about
it. So she took to social media and she was upset with sis. Like she was calling her out. Like, you out here, you talking about our struggle, talking about how we had rats and roaches in the house and how we slept on the floor. But you're not helping your family. Like you worth, I don't even know what Glorilla is worth, but you out here making money, getting that bag, and you're not helping us, and we broke and we struggling. So I think she posted a couple of videos to that effect, and then TMZ got wind of it and decided to do an interview where she goes she goes even further to say that, my mama still works. And Glorilla said she was going to retire her. And Glorilla claimed to have purchased a Jag for Dad. And where is it at? Do you have proof that she ever bought him a Jaguar? And I'm at I'm at the club, and people asking me, ain't you Glorilla's sister? And then I go outside and get in a Malibu. And how embarrassing it must be to drive a Malibu when your sister is Glorilla.
These kids nowadays.
And then the folks at TMZ decided to ask Scarface how much money, if Glorilla had $1 million, how much of that do you think you deserve? Like, is she obligated? And how much of that you think you deserve? And Scarface's response was, we about $2,500 a piece. Right. And so there's this theme, there's this question that I pulled out of all of this, which is whether or not, if you have a family member who makes it, right, or however you want to define makes it, are they obligated to then take care of the rest of the family? According to Scarface, Glorilla definitely is. What do y'all think about this?
I'm locked and loaded. Who you want to go first?
You go ahead and go.
You sure?
I think you're going to cover both of us. Go ahead.
Oh, man. So number one, I have no idea of the family dynamics.
Okay.
To me, that's always number one. It's like, when the rumor mill starts running, and the gossip starts flowing, I think number one is nobody on the outside can judge without knowing the family dynamic. That's number one. Number two, we have a big brother complex, and there's pros and cons to that. And big brother complex, is if one of us make it, we all make it. That like that's a common theme, I believe, like in our culture. And in
would you personally feel that way in your family? Like if your brother got $1 million, would you expect him to break you off some change?
Yes, and I'm glad and I'm glad that you posed it that way.
Hey, look, hide your wallet, Frankie.
No, look, but I'm glad you posed it that way because I believe we have that level of relationship that would go both ways.
Okay.
Let's say that he and I were estranged and we had a terrible relationship. All we did was fight. I've done him dirty or he's done me dirty. Blah, blah blah blah. Then no. Then the answer would be no.
Okay.
So that's why number one is that family dynamic. I would say even now,
being family wouldn't be enough. Like you couldn't find it in your heart that, yeah, we ain't getting along, but here, let me help you.
I mean, again, it depends on the relationship.
Okay.
And now people also got to remember, I guess my third point would be, we don't really know what she worth because stars be fronting and faking all the time. Like now, Beyonce money and Glorilla money, I'm sure is worlds apart. You know what I mean? Because Beyonce had that same thing, right? Like she, and that wasn't even her full blood sister. Her daddy had another child and that family was like, we were in homeless shelters and stuff and Beyonce could have helped us. Now, of course, apparently Beyonce doesn't even know like those folks. But me personally, I would be if I was in that situation where I know about it, I would be like, I'm Beyonce. I'm gonna hit y'all with something. You know what I mean? Like you are my blood. I'll hit you with something. But now again, is there something there to where she had good reason not to? From what I've seen, that like the answer was no. Like it was just people that she just didn't know. So it wasn't even like she had a history. Besides, she just had animosity in her own heart because of how this family came to be. Right. So all that being said, we don't know how much money Glorilla truly has.
Okay.
But the last point I want to make is that even now, take a family member, even a close friend that we have now, that's just doing all right in life. Ain't rich, but doing all right. That's still the person that gets called on, right? Like that's still the one of people like, oh yeah, I'm down right now. Let me hit such and such up, see if I can borrow something.
Okay.
To me, it's no different. Like we're on different scales, but it's the same idea, right? And so I think it's the same deal. It's like, what's your relationship? Is that somebody that's never shows up for you, but then always wants you to help them? Is that somebody, to where you can be honest with and be like, bruh, like me and my family got things to cover right now ourselves. I can't hit you with that. And when I'm doing good, I'm gonna look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even though she may make more money than the average person, same idea. It's all about that dynamic.
But Scarface only asking for $2,500 for each person.
That stood out to me. I'm like, that's an interesting figure. Yeah. Because $2,500, hit y'all with $2,500. But again, what is the story though behind the scenes? Because even though that should be just a little bit of money, I mean, like, you know what I mean? But like,
it could speak to something
like why? Yeah, it could be something deep going on in that dynamic. I don't know.
Can I go?
Okay, so you're saying that you are not necessarily obligated.
Not automatically.
Okay.
Not automatically.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Razor.
All right. Which way you want me to go, Max? From the 2,500 or the obligation?
I'm just asking. Look, this is I'm bracing myself for responding to that, but I'm just asking for your response.
All right. 2,500 means that you don't know what to do with money, and the 2,500 isn't going to help you. Because you're not asking to go to school, you're not asking to better your life. Now, am I obligated to anybody just because we got the same blood? My answer is no. It don't. No. What you do is what you do. If you decide to give, or if I got a business plan and I present to you, that's something else. But if you talking about you want to go out and you should look a certain way because people ask you something and you don't like it because you're getting into Malibu, then stop going out. Or go somewhere different where
but if
nobody
you live in
cares.
lavish,
I wouldn't care what I had. I could be the sheik of Egypt. I'm not obligated to give anybody anything just because we can. Like, that's not, no, that's entitlement. And we got to stop saying, okay, because you have an abundance of it, that changes what your responsibility is. My responsibility is, if I can do something that's going to better your life, I will do it. Me giving you money so you can buy more weed or buy more of this, or especially if you got vices. If you got a smoking habit, if you smoke cigarettes, drugs, alcohol, whatever, don't come ask me for no money, because you're choosing to do what you have with what you want and then begging to me for what you need. I don't care if it's my own children. Don't come to me with something like that. I'm just
you're
not
making
that
a whole
type
lot
person.
of tobacco smokers mad right now. Right?
I should. It killed my daddy.
Newports.
Yes, tobacco killed my dad. My kids don't have a grandfather to run and jump in his arms because he chose tobacco over, you know, the inconvenience of trying to get off of it. So I have no sympathy for nobody that smokes tobacco. But as for having siblings and all this and other, my mom and daddy had you. I didn't have you. You know what I'm saying? God,
but you saying that as an only child, though?
Oh no, I'm saying that as a person that's that understands the dynamic of being obligated just because of something.
Could you look at it differently if you had siblings?
No, I couldn't, because I have people that I'm closer to than I see families closer to each other. You know what I'm saying? I got people that I know at a young age would literally give their life for me. You know what I'm saying? We were that close, and me do the same for them. Shoot, I gave, moment of truth, I went to prison for my cousin. That wasn't my charge. I went in there and they gave me 54 years and it wasn't my charge. I never missed a day of school. You know, if truth be told.
So you took the rap for him?
I took the rap for him because I didn't know if I could handle prison, but I knew he couldn't. So I went to prison for him. I was supposed to go to Georgia Tech, play football. Went to down Fort Union. You know, Eddie George was my roommate.
So how is that?
So what I'm saying is that's not an obligation.
I think that's noble, though. I think that's noble.
No, that's not noble. That was a fool. You know what I'm saying? That was a fool. I should have never done nothing like that. It was because I believed in what y'all are talking about, a family, and you got to step in and do this.
I get you.
It's absolutely wrong. I teach my kids something. I don't care if it's your mama, daddy, grandma, whatever. Speak your mind, because I may not be able to see something because I'm in my rage or in my feelings about something, right? You never take the voice from somebody. What they're trying to do is take Gorilla's voice from her because of the talent that God allowed her to have.
And she hasn't necessarily responded. I mean, I saw a random post where she just typed the words Indeed.com because Scarface said that she did not have a job. So
it's not my job to give y'all stuff that I don't think is going to benefit you. Just like she's telling the story, that means I know you. What kept us in, you know, like if you have 9 siblings, I'm sure all of them aren't same mom, same daddy. But let's say they are.
It could be. Come on,
it could.
No. I'm just saying, generally, the black families are combined over the course of time. Let's say that. So let's say, for instance, all of them are mother and the same 2 parents, right? Then that meant you weren't responsible enough to keep from having children and keep us in a situation where we're living around roaches, rats, and all these type of things just because y'all wanted to have sex.
And so does Glorilla then have the right to discuss, to share her upbringing in her interviews? Because that's another point that this Scarface person made, was that you're talking about our struggle.
I'm talking about my struggle. So you're telling me I don't have a right to tell you what I went through to get to here? No, you can't take my voice. I lived that. I'm not talking about what my cousins did down there. I'm talking about the roaches that was running across my feet. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me I can't say that? No, she don't have. Her sister need to go sit down somewhere. Go drive to Malibu.
What's the best advice for the sister?
Shut up. Drive to Malibu.
Well, all right, Raisin. Now, if you had to help her,
I did.
What's
help
the best?
I just told
what's
her.
the best advice for her?
But one, go to God and see what your place is in this world, right? Because you may be an advocate, you may become a counselor, somebody might look at you who is in a high position and be able to say, you know what, you can become my advisor because of what you didn't survive through. But because you got animosity and hate in your heart, I can't trust you. Because if you turn on your own sister, like you claiming she did on you, you turn on anybody.
Okay.
So let's say
my thing would be go to God, figure out what your place is in this world, and then ask him to show you how you navigate those steps.
Okay.
So of course I want to hear Miss Max.
Begging.
Of course I want to hear Miss Max answer her letter in her own fashion to close it. But I gotta ask Razor though. Let's say like all things being even. All things considered, like let's say that this was just her sister, didn't have a drug problem, didn't have a dependency problem, all that stuff.
Still not an obligation.
But all right, but listen though,
Max, my bad.
No, you. But hold on, but let me finish. Like like let's just say she just needed a little help paying some bills. Not saying she's obligated, but and again, I don't know if Glorilla is the right example because I don't think that Glorilla is like this mega wealthy person, you know, like because I know that's not how the music industry works.
Right.
But I'm just saying, let's say that you came from an abundance of money where money ain't an issue for you. Not that you're obligated, but wouldn't you feel like this is my family? They struggling a little bit. I got it. I don't need it. I might as well give it to them. Or are you saying that just because you're a family, you should never have to feel that way?
No, I'm saying back that when you put it like that, that takes me to what you said. What is our dynamic?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If we don't talk, if we don't get along, if you really don't like me, don't like my money. That's what white people did to black people when integration came. We wanted you to integrate your money. We didn't want to integrate yourself. So what she's saying is, I don't want my sister to come hang out with me and take me places. I want my sister to send her money. Same thing. So just close your eyes. There ain't no difference between white people and black people, right? When you look and then you start judging the situation from that point, that's is what she said. She want her to integrate her money into what they she don't say nothing about her. I ain't got no love for her.
In my humble opinion.
Okay. Let's see. So for those of you who have seen the video, it is, at least the first time around, a little comical. It's comical. It's, the sister's delivery and all those things. So you get a laugh when you look at it on a superficial level. But if you try to be open to what isn't being said and all of that, take away how the person, Victoria, spoke, Scarface spoke, dressed, looked, talked, all these other things. What I heard was somebody asking for a lifeline. I personally think that she said, you know, out of $1 million, all we all needed like $2,500 each. Is the lack of understanding of the value of money. Again, like as Charles spoke to, we don't understand the dynamics, but I think it would be fair to make the assumption that maybe the help isn't being offered, because I really truly can't support 10 other grown people, or because you're not doing anything with your life for me to invest in it. Like I would just be throwing my money away. You don't even want to work and insist that I am obligated to take care of a whole grown woman and several other people as well. But again, what I heard was someone really saying, I need help and I'm looking for a lifeline. And so what I would, and I was a little bit disgusted, I'll say, by TMZ's involvement with it, because it was just parading parading us in our in a not great light.
Eternal.
Right. So my hope is that this family can pull it together and not take to social media to air out stuff, as a lot of us do when we get upset and fed up and want to put our express our grievances before the world. But the hope is that this family can figure it out. And this Scarface Victoria person, she got some growing up to do. She got to understand, if you're an adult, you should work. Then you got some responsibilities. And then maybe if you can prioritize those things, then your sister can then be able to help you to then elevate to the next level. But you got to make some choices for yourself first. So,
in my humble opinion.
And I agree with a lot of what you said, Razor, and what you said as well, Charles. But I definitely heard and seen a person who was just begging for help. Begging for help.
And Razor ain't gonna help you.
Not at all. Kick rocks. Barefooted.
All right, thank you for that, Miss Max.
In the cold.
Man, I like those in-depth letters to where, like, you know, like, do your research on what folks ask you. You don't just let us just rant.
Well,
I like that. I appreciate that.
I do think, though, and I chose this letter because it gets to a deeper thought process of what many people in all communities, but in our community, in the black community, the way they think about stuff like this. Like, I'm entitled to you helping me just because you are doing or perceived to be doing better than me. And it does not matter if I'm not doing anything to better myself.
Yeah. If she bought her daddy that car, who gonna pay the taxes?
Yeah. So that's a wrong mindset. If no one's ever told you before, it's a bad mindset. And I think we've kind of laid out the reasons why it would be considered so.
All right.
In my humble
Good
opinion.
stuff.
All right. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. Coming up, Dee Watson is going to be joining us. Talk about a little bit of everything. This man is, based on what the information Charles shared with us, he's got like 21 jobs as well. And we're going to talk about all of those a little bit and how they connect to the community. And then don't forget, we have Ty Cooper joining us right around 2:30. So good conversation. Don't miss it. Don't go anywhere. Charles says, tell a friend, IMHO is on.